Let's have a quick introduction about why choosing Italy as a study destination. First of all, for the quality of the education, as many Italian universities, most of Italian universities are high ranked. They are ranking the top 200 and even top 100 best universities in the world. And many Italian universities, they offer different type of programs that can be held both in Italian and in English. For example, as we will see, the International Medical School offers the course in the medicine program in English. Then we can also consider the cost of the tuition fees. In the public universities, the tuition fee can be from €200 until €5,000. It depends on the student's income as well. However, if we compare the Italian universities tuition fee to, for example, other universities located in other European countries or in the UK, US, they are lower, but the quality of the teaching is still high. And we should also consider that many universities, both public and private, they offer possibilities to receive scholarships. So it is a great opportunity choosing a university in Italy to study different programs. Then for students coming from non-European countries and who will obtain a student visa, for them it is possible to work part-time for a maximum of 20 hours per week. And in Italy, there are a lot of work opportunities for students, as there are many part-time jobs also in the university themselves. They offer work opportunities for students or internships. And also many students, after obtaining the bachelor or higher degrees, they can easily find a job in Italy and also abroad. And then the last reason, but it's still last but not least, still very important, is the cultural heritage of Italy. There are many monuments, many interesting cities, and also many Italian cities. Most of Italian cities, they are very they have a very university students friendly environment. There are many co-working spaces, many places in which students can study, can meet students coming from all over the world. So it's a very interesting place. Italy, Milan, Rome, Florence, and many other cities, they are very interesting destination to study many different programs, such as architecture, medicine, design, engineering. Then we are going to check which are the requirements to enroll in an Italian university. So there are general requirements valid for all students, both European students or non-European students. So we can see that the most important requirement is having a 12 years of global schooling. This means that students having 10 or 11 years of studies, in order to meet this requirement, they can or attend a 1 year of a university in their country, or choose, for example, a foundation year program, which is recognized by the Italian universities in order to complete the 12 years of studies. Then most universities, they have a mandatory entry exam, so it is necessary to pass the exam in order to enter the university. And in case students choose to study in Italian, usually it is required to show an official certification proving that students have knowledge of the Italian language. Usually it is required the B2 level of Italian. In alternative, many universities, they organize inner tests, inner Italian language test to check the Italian language level in case students do not have the official certification. Same, for example, for programs held in English. In that case, it is also required to show a certification or to take an inner test organized by the university. Each university can have different admission procedures, and the information about the entrance test, about the deadlines to enroll, are indicated both in the university's website, and then there is the Universitali website, in which there are indicated all the procedures to enroll in an Italian university and to prepare the documents required. So we can check also the documents that students will need, and we have standard documents. So all students, both European and non-European, they will need to prepare the high school diploma translated into Italian. And in some cases, it is required the legalization of the translation or the apostille. Then we have a document called Declaration of Value. In Italian, we say Dichiarazione di Valore, and it is a document issued by the Italian embassy or Italian consulate that indicates, that confirms the previous studies that the student completed. And then in case students have less than 12 years of schooling, they will also need to show the certificate of completion of 1 or 2 years of academic studies, or the certificate of the completion of the foundation year. While students coming from non-European countries, besides the high school diploma, the translation, the declaration of value, they will also need to start the pre-enrollment procedure, contacting the Italian consulate or Italian embassy in their country, and then request an entry visa that will be a student visa for university immatriculation. And then it will be also necessary for for students coming from certain countries to show also the high school diploma, the final exam for the high school diploma. For example, if we talk about the Gaokao for Chinese students.
Okay, so thank you, Anna. This is the end of the part dedicated to requirements to enroll into university. I know the part about bureaucracy is a little tricky, so if you have any questions or you want more detailed information about something, you can leave your question in the chat and we'll get back to it at the end of the presentation. Now we're gonna move to our preparation courses. As you can see from the slide, our school, Leonardo da Vinci School, offers a wide range of preparation courses ranging from medicine to engineering, also medicine in English, architecture, business, and a lot more. why should you choose to prepare for your entry exam? So entry in Italian university is getting more and more difficult with each year passing by, and competition is getting fiercer every year. So a good preparation course will prepare you to tackle the entry exam in the best way that you can. You'll get familiar with the structure of the exam, with the questions posed during the exam. And Scuola Leonardo da Vinci has many years of experience in preparing students for their entry at university, because we've been one of the first ever schools to organize specific preparation courses for Italian universities. And our teachers are highly specialized. Most of them work at universities, so they are professors or researchers, so they're really familiar with the university environment, and they can really give you the best strategy to tackle these tests. Our preparation courses include all the topics that you will find in the exam. So you will learn both theory, but mostly practice about all the topics that you will have in the final exam. Another very important thing is that our academic advisors are always available to answer all your questions, to offer you support in enrolling in universities. They are really prepared, so they are available to answer to all your questions and doubts all the time. And according to our statistics, our test raise your chances of passing the test by a lot. For example, for the IMAT test, our courses will raise your chances of passing the IMAT of 50%, which is quite a lot. So I'm leaving the word to Raimondo from Florence. He will tell you more about studying in Florence and their preparation courses in the school in Florence.
Okay, thank you so much, Silvia. Okay, so as said before, I'm Raimondo. I'm the coordinator of the school in Florence. I'm here to describe you why studying in Florence could be an idea for everyone who is interested in coming to this, as you can see by the picture, this artistic city. It's an open air museum. The city of Florence is very stimulating because when you walk by through the city, you will be hitting some historical buildings, but it's not only Renaissance Florence. Of course, we know that Florence is famous for the Renaissance, but also Florence is one of the city in which you can find a lot of international students because it represents one of the largest, and there is an option for everyone. For example, we do have here in Florence the University of Florence. That is the main university that we have. The students can choose between law, architecture, or medicine, engineering, that are the best courses, the same as pharmacy. Then we also have in our Università degli Studi di Firenze also linguistics, that is becoming very, and it has an influence in the nowadays. Then we do have Accademia delle Belle Arti di Firenze, that is one of the most ancient one. It was made, the idea of having this Accademia delle Belle Arti was during the Medici family. It was founded in the 16th century. There was an idea of Vasari and Michelangelo that decided to have this institution dedicated to the study and the practice of fine arts, and it contributing significantly to the artistic heritage of Florence. After that, we do have the Conservatorio, that is another option for the students. Conservatorio di Musica Luigi Cherubini, that it's a great institution for the studying of the music. And yes, students finds this range of programs in this conservatorio, sort of classical music, composition, and performance. And as said before, studying in Florence give the students an educational perspective. But why you have to choose the Scuola Leonardo da Vinci group? For example, in Florence, we do have courses here to prepare the students to the TOLC exam. We offer medicine, architecture, engineering, and some courses of fine arts. So as you can see, we do have the intensive preparation course that are held on site. The dates are from the 4th of March of 2024 till the 29th of March. So it lasts 4 weeks. Then we also have another session of this preparation, university preparation for these TOLC tests that are held in June, from the 3rd of June till the 28th, and it always lasts 4 weeks. We have these classes of, they are 140, and it's this specific university preparation. So what are the topics? Of course, we in medicine, architecture, and engineering, as well in the other schools, we do have the general knowledge that is always an important topic. In all the tests that we do have logic and some academic skills, plus the all specific topics and subjects related to the branch that the student will be choose. So for example, in medicine, we do have these subjects like biology, chemistry, physics, and maths. Then, of course, Florence is famous, as I said before, for the architecture. So one of the main courses that we hold here at Scuola Leonardo da Vinci in Florence is this specific test for the architecture. And we do have with our teachers the art of history, drawing, and some representation, but also maths and physics. That's very important. After that, we also have this course for the engineering, and the topics related to this course are mathematics, science, and physics. Of course, to join these courses, the minimum level requested for the Italian language is the level B1, so that the students are able to understand what is written in the test. So during this preparation, so that we'll know more and they will understand what they're going to leave in their future. So the format is on site, as I said before, and here you see the price and also the registration fee. Then after that, aside these TOLC tests, we also have the IMET, of course, medicine in English. Università degli Studi di Firenze doesn't have medicine in English, but also we do prepare the students in these dates. So from the 8th of July till the 26th of July, it lasts 3 weeks. So it's like an intensive preparation, always with 140 classes. And these are the topics, as you can read: logical reasoning, general knowledge, chemistry, biology, physics, and mathematics. Language, of course, will be in English, and the format is always on site. Okay, so we, of course, have these courses for the TOLC preparation in Italian, then this one in English, so the level of Italian is not required in this case. And yes, after this, I can show you our schedule example for courses. Here was the one that we held in June of this year. And this could be an example for the 2024, so for the upcoming year, that you see that normally the students have an afternoon schedule, because maybe the students during the morning are attending an intensive course of Italian language. So after that, when they reached the B1 level, they could have this scheduled example. So this is the School of Florence. So now I would like to hand floor over to Enrico, my colleague from Milan.
Thanks a lot, Raimondo. Hello, everyone. My name is Enrico from Milan. Thanks for being here. And as you might know, Milano in the last 10 to 15 years has become a very interesting city in terms of university studies. Not only for that, Milan attracts people and professionals since a lot of years because of his fashion and business services. And therefore, the university present in Milan, they do reflect the business context of the city. And therefore, we have as a university, public and private universities, the Polytechnic of Milan, which is a public university, where you can find design and architecture courses. And in the last few years, Polytechnic of Milan has increased his position in the international rankings. You might know also Bocconi University, which is a private institution dealing with economics and management. And of course, the Public University of Milan, which offer, for example, the medicine course either in Italian and in English. There are a lot of university nowadays in Milan, smaller university, but with a well-renowned reputation, such as the Catholic University or San Raffaele University, which is a private university offering medical studies in English. And then we have a set of academies, which are, of course, university offering design courses, architectural courses, such as NABA, which is the new academic university, and Marangoni, another private institution offering fashion courses, as well as the Conservatorio of Milan and Brera Academy of Fine Arts, which are both public institutions. Because of this context, we do offer a set of preparation courses, which we can resume in mainly 3 categories. We offer, thanks Silvia, a long-term university preparation course, which we call University Pathway, which can last either 8 to 6 months, and it is a university preparation course held in Italian, and therefore to prepare international students to get admitted and be prepared for an Italian course, any Italian course, and therefore it's offered either online and on-site. We offer not only a long-term preparation course such as the University Pathway, but other 2 formats of preparation courses. One is extensive and a third one is intensive. An extensive preparation course means that it lasts more or less 10 weeks. Meanwhile, an intensive preparation course lasts a month, 4 weeks. We do offer them, especially the extensive preparation course for architecture and medicine, either in Italian and therefore for the Italian courses, and in English for the English taught courses. We offer them online and on-site in both languages. So expect to have a starting date in April for the extensive courses. Meanwhile, a starting date at the end of June for the intensive course. So to resume, we do offer three mainly formats: a pathway for Italian courses, where we teach to students general Italian courses, and when they reach a B1 level, we start another intensive course, but focus on university courses, and therefore logics, comprehension of tests, for example, and general culture, which are usually subjects that your students may find always in any admission test. And therefore, we do a more specific preparation course, depending on the university course your students want to choose. They might choose medicine, architecture, engineering, or design. We do offer classes, lessons focus on those subjects. For example, for medicine, expect to have biology, chemistry, math, and physics. Meanwhile, for architecture, the specific topics are always drawing and representation and history of art. For the extensive preparation course, which again is held online, we offer a preparation course for architecture, but we do offer this course also for medicine, either in Italian or in English. And then we have the intensive courses, which we held mainly on site the last week of June for 4 weeks, and we offer them mainly, our groups are for architecture and medicine. Medicine in English and architecture in English, but also in Italian. Design usually goes together with architecture. They do have common subjects, even if design has more general culture questions in the admission test. So again, for Scuola Leonardo da Vinci Milano, we offer 3 sets of preparation courses: a longer course called Pathway, an extensive course lasting for 10 weeks, and an intensive course lasting for 4 weeks, mainly in the summer period, which is the end of June, July, and August. And this is more or less for Milan. Additionally, we also offer, starting from this year, a preparation course for Conservatorio of Milan, and for Brera Fine Arts Academy. Those preparation courses are very focused on the admission test you find for Conservatorio, which is in Italian, and for Brera Academy, which again is in Italian. So expect to enter university in Italian and to pass an admission test in Italian to be at least a B1 level completed. So your students have to be ready to study a B2 level in terms of Italian, and therefore more or less 18 weeks of intensive Italian course in our schools. And I think it's the turn of Francesca for Scuola Leonardo da Vinci di Roma.
Ciao, grazie Enrico. Ciao a tutti. Hello everybody. Welcome today. And okay, I don't need to praise Rome too much. Of course, it's an amazing city. It has Florence and has Milan, where ancient history and modern art can mix together. It will be a good choice to study in Italy, in Rome, because we have the University of Rome La Sapienza. This is the ancient university in Rome and one of the largest university in Europe. This year was ranked in the top 3 best university in Italy for medicine, but also for art and biology, math. Another choice will be University of Rome Tor Vergata. Is really famous for the technology and the really modern laboratory that you can find there. La Sapienza and also Tor Vergata, they have medicine in Italian, but also in English. The third university that I want to suggest is the University of Rome, Roma 3. High quality international research with a lot of international research projects, so the students can study but also can practice. Last one, Luis Guido Carli, is a private university in the close to the center of Rome, really good area with a lot of green and parks. It's famous for politics and international study. In Luis Guido Carli, you can study in Italian or in English too. What about our university presentation talk test? We have 2 different courses. One is extensive and one is intensive. Wow. The first one, it will be only for university preparation, and it's from October to June, in according with different days of talk. The extensive preparation course, it will be include also Italian language course. In this way, the students can improve Italian language at the same time introduce and start the preparation for university. The intensive course, it's in Italian too, so we need the student needs a B1 level at least. And it's 4 weeks in March from the beginning to the end, 140 classes. The preparation talk, which kind of classes, it's in according with the topics of the question. So different talk, different faculty, different lessons. And we can check together one schedule example. For example, this year we already started with preparation for our students in an extensive course. So in the morning they are attending Italian language, and on November they started with the scientific subjects, because on February 2024 and on April 2024 there are talk math. So we started this kind of preparation. The first part is biology, math, and chemistry. And the courses, the lessons are focused on vocabulary. And in math and chemistry, we have a formula and the numbers like international language. In the same part of the course, from January, the students start with the logical, physics, and history of art for who wants to attend architecture in Rome. Because in January, they almost arrived in a B1 level. And in the third part of the course, there is a strategy and simulation test. Of course, during each lesson, is the same for IMAT. All the lessons are based on initial test to assess the students' pre-knowledge. Okay, because it's really important that the students already study, they know what is it, physics or art, history of art. And then in each lesson, they have the simulation test, because it's important becoming familiar and more confidential with the structure of the exam and with the timing. in this way, in the day of the exam, they are able to manage the stress of the timing. At the same time, through the simulation test, the professor can assess the skill and the knowledge of the students and make up the gaps. It's like a tailor-made suite. This is for our university preparation intensive course, and also for IMAT. IMAT, we have an intensive course in July. Of course, the language, it will be English, it will be on-site or online. From Monday to Saturday. We can see an example of this year, what we did for IMAT medicine in English. It was our schedule. Maybe. There is the image. Okay. An introduction, and yes, really intensive. They have a lesson in the morning, but also in the afternoon. And the lessons are organized like the IMAT test, so general knowledge and logic together, math and physics, chemistry and biology. And for Rome, it's everything. I don't know if someone has a question.
Ok, thank you Francesca, thank you Raimondo,
Grazie.
thank you Enrico, grazie a tutti. So this is it for the preparation courses offered by each school. Here you have a recap for all the preparation courses offered by our school, so you can check the dates, you can check the languages in which they are held. As mentioned at the beginning, we know it's a lot of information, so you will receive the presentation slides, so you will have everything under control. You don't have to worry about that. And you can see all the dates, all the topics of the exam, all the prices, they are in the PowerPoint, and you will receive that. So now we can switch to answering your questions. So feel free to leave questions in the chat. I'm just gonna scroll up and start from the first questions that we received. So the first one is, do you have any online preparation courses? As you saw during the presentation, yes, we do also offer online preparation courses. Not all schools offer them and not for every topic. So once you receive the presentation, then you can look through it and see which schools offer which online course. Next question is from Irina. She's asking, please let me know if it is necessary to have a foundation year or two for the students from Russia who have completed 11 years and have a final school certificate and a high level of English. So maybe Anna can answer this.
Yes, for all students having less than 12 years of schooling, it is necessary to have or 1 year of a foundation year course, or 1 year of university studies in their own country. So yes, it is necessary.
Okay, and please let me know if the courses are taught in English. Again, some of them are, some of them are not. So it depends on which course you are interested in. Of course, for example, the IMAT course is offered in English because it prepares you to study medicine in English. Other courses are offered both in Italian and in English, like architecture in Milan. Other courses are only in Italian. So it depends on what kind of course are you looking for. Are the university preparation courses, the university preparation courses give university credits? Someone wants to answer that?
Our preparation courses, they do not give any university credit. They prepare students for passing an admission test. So they have to have studied already 12 years of university and pass the admission test.
Okay, because we are not related to any university. So we are a private school. We help you prepare for the courses, but we are not related to any university. Do you have guaranteed progression to Bocconi after the prep courses?
Obviously, we do not guarantee any 100% result. What I can suggest for any preparation course with theoretical subjects such as biology, general culture, history of art, your students, your son, your daughter should start studying those topics far in advance. The skill in those topics is knowledge. In some other topics, the skill is strategy, maybe time management, and less the knowledge of the subject itself.
Okay, grazie Enrico. Next question by Christina. I think we already answered that about it's again regarding the completion of if you don't have the 12 years of schooling. I think we answered that, but let me know if you want us to go more specific into that. Next question is, could we mention if the seats are open for everyone or if there is any quota for non-European students? Someone wants to answer that?
But every year there is a decree stating how many spots available for EU students and no EU students, extra EU students. Those with a permit of stay, they are considered EU student. And there is a different, like there are, for example, for medicine, this year there were around, but I don't remember maybe correctly, but around 800 spots for EU students and around 150 or 200 spots for extra EU, something like that for medicine. But you can check this more or less easily on the web. There are less spots available for non-EU students.
Does Francesco or Raimondo, do you want to add something related to universities in Rome and Florence, or is it the same?
It is the same, but there is also some spots for Chinese students from the program Marco Polo in Turandot.
And it is the same in Florence. For non-European countries, there should be like around 5 places. Depends also on the faculty, so it depends also on the branch that the student has chosen.
Okay, thank you. Next question, how will the students get the acceptance letter if they don't get the required marks in the IMAT? Can they keep studying at Scuola until the following year?
So in that case, it will be necessary to return to the student's home country and request a visa in that case for an Italian language studies if they want to study in our school, and consider that the student visa for the Italian language course or anyways the Italian the preparation course for Italian universities is a different type of visa than the university immatriculation. So in that case, if they do not enter the international medical school, and in that case, if they want to keep studying in our school, studying Italian or another university pathway program, it is necessary to request a new visa and then apply for the permit of stay.
Okay, grazie Anna. Next question, what is included in the uni entrance test? Is it possible in English? So this depends on the test. So for example, let me go back For example, to the IMAT test, which is in English because the IMAT is a program in English, so also the test will be in English. For example, these include logical reasoning, general knowledge, chemistry, biology, physics, and mathematics. Other programs, let me go back again, for example, to the design preparation course. The design test will include topics like geometry and representation, art history, history of design. So the topics included in each exam change depending on the faculty chosen. Some common topics are logic, general knowledge, and scientific subjects are usually very common, but it changes a lot. So I would like to know which university have business administration in Milan and sports.
From those you can find in the presentation, there is for sure La Cattolica, which is the private institution, and they should check if there is such an offer also from the Public University of Milan. But for sure, there is one university course on management of sports at Cattolica.
Next question is about fashion studies. So is it possible for a non-European student to attend a public university in Milan to study fashion? And which preparation course do we recommend to study fashion?
For fashion and public, there is for sure fashion of design for fashion at Polytechnic of Milan, which implies to pass the general admission test for design in Italian. More than this, there is, of course, there are two private institutions for fashion, which is Istituto Marangoni and or NABA. They do offer fashion courses as well.
General question, when does university start in Italy? When do the university courses start?
Yes, normally universities start in September during fall, during this season, but students can also sign into the university also in January. It depends on when the student apply, but normally, yes, the starting period month to apply could also, if you apply in July, would be better, or in August during the summer period. And university starts in September for the first year. In Florence is like this, and also in Italy, the entire country.
Okay. Let me see, because we have a lot of questions, so I'm trying to find some that we haven't answered yet. Oh, this is maybe a good one. Basically, do we have to get admission from university before traveling or before the foundation year if we need to take a foundation year?
Not before the foundation year, because foundation year it's supposed to be a requirement to complete the 12 years of schooling. So if in case students have 11 years of schooling, they first need to attend the foundation year, and then once they have the 12 years of schooling requirements, start the enrollment process in the university. However, like if by admission you mean pre-enrollment, like the enrollment letter, yes, because the pre-enrollment is the first step then to apply for the entry visa, and this applies to non-European students.
Next question is there any age restriction for our courses? Maybe each school can answer.
From teenagers before to start university. Then until 60, 80s, why not?
Okay, an important thing to note maybe is that a lot of our preparation courses take for granted a lot of knowledge that the students learn at schools. So of course, everyone is free to take our preparation courses, just take into consideration that if the students are really young, they might struggle a little bit if the class has older students, if there are older students in the class. So just keep this into consideration. And in students with 11 years of education, can they do university pathway program and get acceptance into public university in Italy? If I understand this right, the answer is our university pathway program is not a foundation year program. So it will not allow you to, you will not complete the requirement of 12 years of schooling with our pathway program in Milan or with the extensive course in Rome. Those are just to prepare you to enter university, but they are not valid as a foundation year. The admission is easy to obtain, or there's a lot of competition or requirements. So as explained, this depends on the faculty you choose. In general, especially in Milan, but I think also in other cities, Italy has more international students every year, so competition is getting harder every year. That's why we always recommend following a preparation course to raise your chances to pass the test. University need an exam to start the study. Most of them, yes, not all of them. Is it possible with a totally beginner level in Italian to have access to the 6 months Italian language courses and to do the IMAT preparation courses?
To clarify, the IMAT is an admission test for medical studies in English, so you don't need to do an Italian course. If you want to enter an Italian taught course, then of course you need, as was mentioned, 24 weeks intensive course, at least to reach a B2 level, and then to focus on the preparation course. But the IMAT is in English. To enter or to pass an admission test in Italian is essential to be at least to have completed at least a B1 level and studying at a B2 level. I don't know if I answered.
Okay. Should the student first finish a foundation course and then do a university preparation course? Yes. Yes, because it makes more sense to first fulfill the requirements to attend university and then prepare to actually attend university. The price mentioned in the presentation, is it for the whole program or only for a week? It's for the whole program. So for example, let me go back. For example, this is the full price for the IMAT program in Rome. This is the full price for the Italian language classes, plus the one on the left is the full price for Italian language classes and specific preparation for university. So the price indicated is for the whole program. Do we help with Italian visa for university after the pathway course?
So we can give indications, for example, help with the list of documents that you will need. If you refer to the visa for the university matriculation, we do not provide an active support for this type of visas. We can, of course, help with the list of documents and in case give support with the information that students need. But students, they need to, for example, book an appointment with the consulate or the embassy on their own. We, of course, in case they need to require a visa for our preparation course or university pathway. In this case, of course, we provide students with an invitation letter and all the documents that refer to our school.
Okay, grazie Anna. I was reading Atef Eladidi question, but I'm not sure I understand it. So if my colleagues can have a read at that and they can answer that. In the meantime, I'll answer Irina's question. So are the uni preparation course only from 18 plus, or we can accept 17 years old students? As mentioned before, we also accept 17 years old students. Just keep in mind that if they haven't finished high school, they might struggle a little bit more compared to students who have finished high school, because our courses, yes, they have theory in them, but they are mostly practice. They're based on practice, so they will practice on past exams papers, past tests. So if they are still in high school, they might find it a little bit harder compared to other students. Do we prepare for the foundation course too? No, not in Milan, at least. I don't know about other schools. Do Rome or Florence prepare you for foundation year programs in Florence or Rome? Can you hear me? No?
Scusami,
okay. Scusami. There's a question that says, do we prepare for the foundation programs? In Milan, we don't. I don't know if you prepare them in Rome or Florence.
No, we don't prepare you for foundation programs.
And last question for now is, do you know which universities offer foundation programs?
Pavia, Parma, Pisa, if I'm not wrong. And well, one of the most renowned is the one in Pavia. I know also in Parma, and quite sure also about Pisa. So in the north center. I don't know if in Rome there is, maybe in Sapienza there is one foundation year.
Sapienza, they organize foundation year, of course. Sapienza, some maybe private university.
Okay, so these were all the questions. If you have any last minute question, speak now or never. If not, here in the presentation, you have all our contacts. You can contact us via email or via phone number. If you have very specific question about your situation, feel free to send us an email. We'll be happy to answer. And if you want more information, you can also contact this email address, info@scuolaleonardo.com. They are the general email address for all the schools. So if it's a general question, you can also contact them. And thank you very much for being here today. We hope you enjoyed the presentation. We hope it was clear and that you will be joining us soon, or you or your students. And yeah, thank you everyone, and see you soon. Bye-bye.